either way here. Blacklist International clearly know how to play Summit, but then again, they were successful when they have Yato. So this is going to be the first time that they're going to move into Summit with AMT without their main player. So what's it like going to be? What's the game plan? Are you going in for the aggressive defensive side, or are you going in for a passive route? Well, there's only one thing to find. There's only one way to find it out as we load in the Summit Search and Destroy. AMT will be starting off on the defensive side and Blacklist will be on the attack, so they can initiate and play as a team here right from the start. So let's see where they go and take it.
Double snipe setup for ALMGHTY is going to be possible. Both long angles on Summit here. On the left and right, either side of that bomb site is going to be able to be defended well by the side of ALMGHTY. Let's see if they can snuff out Blacklist before they even approach that bomb site. But look at this, Blacklist. I really like the ideation here. Taking the bomb straight in towards the control room. Now they attack from mid. But from that top floor of the control room, ALMGHTY can snuff them out. But it doesn't seem like they want to go in for the push at all. They're very defensive and they hold back. The bomber just a little too daring, if you ask me.
Oh, shut up. Huge kill there. Chopping jab in now. That could turn heads here. Shut up needs to get one more. Up front battle we go. The 50 GS is a nuisance. But finally, Team will be able to shut him down. So no more flanker there. And Blacklist can just focus on where they would want to put that bomb up. Right now, they are heavily in line to plant that bomb at the A side. Although that B side is going to be open for them. Not exactly with ALMGHTY hiding around the corner and with Heaven actually picking in the angles as well in this matchup. And right now, we'll miss the first shot. But down to the final 50 seconds, Blacklist needs to find a way to make it a move.
Incendio. Slow pace. Trophy system taken out of the equation. But that's just one of them. I believe they've got 3 set up on that location just to play the game of patience as well as the perfect game of defense. Avoiding all of those blasts from the radius of those grenades. Heaven, long angle, perfection, but just too sneaky the players of Blacklist are. Let's see exactly how they get through. Oh, Heaven spots one. Reaction time just a little bit too slow, but Irfanjay from the back. The backstep's perfect. Headshot. Now Heaven repositions. Oh, Blacklist just knows all of those angles, man. AG this time round 50 G's. Backstab. Heaven perfection. FDX on the other hand is going to be too quick for him. Quick scope. Not going to hit. FDX trades him out. And one final player, Incendio, taking on that 1v2. Manages to take the headshot against 10 KSP. Supremacy for Incendio. And he goes in for the defusal. Too much of time. And ALMGHTY secure a really good round against Blacklist.
You know, Incendio actually one of the better players absolutely right now for ALMGHTY when it comes to the search and destroys. The first time they actually played in day 1, he had a lot of first bloods initiated for this team, and he also supplied enough gunfights and kills for this team to win all of the match that they had on day 1, and it seems like he's going to continue that in here against Blacklist International Ultimate. Although they did lose against ABC Esports, now he's making time for it. That big play right there would give the team that 1-0 lead in this matchup. Now, so far for Irfanjay, this one's a huge one, and that's going to be right through the heady, dropping thin. Now we get a 5v4. Blacklist is on the middle, and right now AMT is going in for that sandwich.
Whoa, Irfanjay. Spray and praise. Good. Steps into his crosshair and gets annihilated. Incendio shuts down FDX. That's a big kill. No more sniper for the side of Blacklist International Ultimate. Double KSP setup. But there's a double snipe plus a double KSP for the side of ALMGHTY. Jabin eats one up. Incendio, but Heaven trades out Jabin. And now, the one and only boy from the side of Blacklist, AG, with a bomb in hand, has to shut down 3 players or sneakily sneak around the bomb towards the B bomb site. Surrounded by 2 players, AG needs to play this super carefully. Irfanjay from the top floor of control room will be the biggest damage dealer. Information gets sent out. And now Irfanjay is going to be your slayer. He gets to that point, but everybody's chasing down the bomber. They can just hold on to their angles. Shut up says, hell no. 50 G's once again. Perfection.
They want to end this fast, and they want to end it as fast as possible in here. 2-0 right now for AMT. Blacklist International Ultimate. They keep heading to areas where they don't really have exactly a good plan to back them up. And I think they're looking lost out there in the first 2 rounds. I mean, they did get that bump out early at round number 1 at the A side, and they almost won that round. But I mean, the post-plant setup is not entirely there. And AMT continues to win the first blood engagements, and Irfanjay converting one in there. 5v4 situation, and Blacklist caught in a crossfire right exactly to the ground floor. Not exactly a friendly moment for them right now, as they're low in numbers and low in positioning.
Just one player down shouldn't make much of a difference for Blacklist. The problem is the composition of the team. You know, when you've got one of your best players taken away from your setup, and you have to adjust to the play style of the new team members on your lineup, things get tough, man. And this is stage 4. ALMGHTY, on the other hand, they've been playing with this squad for the longest of time now. So that is the nerf, unfortunately, on the side of Blacklist International Ultimate. Usually, you don't see them struggling against ALMGHTY. In fact, they know how to dominate ALMGHTY on the MSP circuit. But Jeff Pro, once again, 0 slays so far, 2 rounds. He needs to wake up before Blacklist International Ultimate starts to shut down plays one after the other.
I have to agree with you on that one. Number 1 in blue, definitely supporting Irfan J in near the second floor. Shut up, gets the first blood against FDX. And that's it. Irfan J will lose the gunfight, but Jeff Pro will not be there for the trades, and as they looking to play it slow in here, Blacklist is down to their final 2 player,
nice.
and great top Jer for Jeff Pro. Took him some 3 rounds to get that win, but now Jabin needs to win this one. Close range engagements, 1v1 against Incendio. He wins that, but now the flank comes through here. High post control here right now for AMT. They get the flank, but Jabin continue to create big plays here. All down to heaven. Clutch Jin on the line.
Very nice plays. Jabin on the right-hand side. Can he get this flick? Ooh, spots AG. Even if he gets this kill, Jabin's just going to step out. Even before that, Jabin snuffs him out. Fantastic play by Blacklist. Hold on to those important angles, and Jabin was able to punish with just that. ALMGHTY. Great 2 first rounds, though. But with Jeff Pro waking up and that single slay, instantaneous trade out, you know he's going to be quite mad.
Yeah, obviously, and it's likely to play the double down role in here at this round number 4. As you see, Blacklist continues to play that mid-map control. They are centered to plant that bomb at this A side. AMT continues to stack their resources towards that second floor. And I mean, that's going to be good for them as they can initiate the height advantage kills. And Incendio drops AG. Skirt takes Incendio down. We got that first blood exchange, and Heaven will be able to create that ingress that the team need. The bomb is down at the mid.
I don't understand why some people are hating on Jabin, because he's an excellent player out there on the battlefield.
I mean, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I mean, they keep calling him J-Bot. You guys have never seen what Jabin's capable of doing, man. This guy is a ultimate slayer on the side of Blacklist International Ultimate. It's all about teamwork out there. Heaven finishes off the final player, picks up that KSP, and Heaven is super deadly on the KSP as well as that sniper. So him being that flex out there, just proves to be one of the biggest winning factors on the side of ALMGHTY.
Yeah, I mean, when he's able to knock down shots at the long range and take you down to that close range engagements, that's a very deadly dual combination in there. So
yeah.
AMT, they will be able to continue up the pressure in here, taking that 2-round lead advantage. As much as we'd like to see Blacklist push that A site, now AMT slowly picking up. You see 2 players stocking up on that cable platforms, while 1 player guarding mid that can initiate the flank as well. 30 seconds already passed by, and shot up gets the first blood. We get a 5v4 in here. Blacklist still stuck on this mid map.
Blacklist just wants to play this slow. They've tried to go in a little bit too fast earlier on in those rounds, punished by ALMGHTY. But ALMGHTY this time around just still playing the game of patience. It's waiting for Blacklist to show up. Heaven and shut up. Double snipe setup as usual. It's holding on to some key angles here. No overextension. Shut up. Punishes AG. That's the first opener. But it's nothing too much to punish the players of Blacklist. Even if the 3v5, not too much for the Filipinos to deal with. But it's all about those angles that they hold on to. And Skirt just needs to push up just a little bit more. If he can take Irfan J out of the equation here, it's going to be big. Jeff Pro and Incendio just make it way too difficult. That's it. GG. Shut up. Finishes off with the 50 Gs. FDX down and ALMGHTY in front.
Solid defense there for AMT, just waiting for the offense to initiate where the bomb will get planted. They know that they have the number advantage there. So they just kind of wait out around the B side and around the cable platforms to come up with the final eliminations to drop down FDX, Jabin, and Scared. Great defense there so far. Blacklist continues to fail. No one is initiating in here right now. And a good solid pick could be very useful for this team, because for the past 2 rounds, they have been getting that first death. And Jack Pro continues to add that, make 3 deaths in this first few engagements for this team. Well, for now, 30 seconds passing by, and Blacklist continues to have the same exact place in here, but this time, Setchik around this B site. But that bomb clearly located at that A bomb site. I don't know exactly what to play here, but it's going to be very risky in here right now for Blacks to play at the middle. When you have AMT right exactly in top floor, and now they're pushing up at the mid map. Wow. Blacklist, they are not in a friendly place. They get shot down like once again.
I mean, at this point, the loss of Yato just a little too apparent in terms of how it's affecting the team of Blacklist International Ultimate. I mean, we have to look at strategy as well, right? regardless of whatever that happens here, the probability of Blacklist International Ultimate making it through to the playoffs is still extremely high. Because the setup of Group A just is like that. You've got 3 dominators and you've got 3 underdogs. And there's very, very small possibility that the underdogs will be able to dominate these bigger teams. So this could just be a strategy play here. Just allow the other teams to underestimate you and show off exactly what you have at the playoffs. But the way the team is kind of circling around, I'm worried. I really hope that theory is true, man.
Well, they're looking lost out there in the battlefield, as you can see right now. ST bomb planter, you obviously would want to plant now, and right now they have covered up the perimeter. FDX is under fire. Heaven will shut him down, and wow, GG's. Look at that retake by AMT. Just a blink of an eye, they end it. Blacklist, they had the bomb defended, but they weren't really able to actually wake up and get the kills that they need in order for them to take that second round. And now AMT's on match point. They might as well end it in here as the attackers.
I mean, anybody that feels like Yato's loss isn't really affecting Blacklist International Ultimate doesn't know Blacklist International Ultimate. They don't drop matches against Almighty this easily, man. I mean, it's so much more closer in the past. And 6-1 is just such a disservice to all of that respect that Blacklist International Ultimate has built against Almighty so far. But Jabin, this is a good takedown on Incendio. The game of numbers now favoring Blacklist, but scared. Trades out shut up the moment he gets the player on his side dropped in. Takes down Heaven. Irfan J, Clutch King. There's nothing he can do against 4 players of Blacklist. Or is there? Bomb in his hand. He can dictate the pace. 1 minute on the clock. A lot of time to play around with. And nobody's defending A.
Yeah, slightly a better defensive round here for Blacklist, but that bomb could still get planted in here. But notice how it's not going to plant it just yet. It's going to wrap around the very back. And while the players are anticipating to be him right up front, this guy is going to attack in a place where you don't actually expect him to be at. So Irfan J spots AG there. Gonna drop him perfectly. Now, a very silent kill there. Blacklist still doesn't know where he is at, but that trigger right there, that could have been information sent out already, and Blacklist guarding the back. 41 seconds left, and Irfan J now looking to pick on another corner. Jabin will be right on the corner, and Jabin will still continues to lose. 1v2 now, AJ.
Clutch freaking king, Irfan J. No striker, KSP supremacy this time around. It's all about the timing and the location of Scared. Plays the dodge back and forth, 6-2. But this is match point for Almighty. That's not a huge loss at all. That's just Irfan J on the flex, showing that he can dance around the players of Blacklist.
Yeah, not much he can do there, really. But if you could have bought that FHJ, that could have been a kill there for Scared. But then again, we move in. Round number 9, Almighty will look to play it very slow, but still get that mid-game action. So we're using that smoke to actually cover around the sniper's sight in here, right through the control center. But that nade almost dropped down Incendio. Jeffro gets the bomb plant. Blacklist early on rotation now to play for that retake.
6-2. It is an opportunity for Almighty to finish this off. But the players of Blacklist is making this a little bit more tougher. Taking out one of their strong men. Shut up in Heaven. Shut up once again, man, with the 50 Gs. Jeffro, good engagement. Oh, gets a double for himself. Didn't. Final player left. Goes in for the wild sprays. Actually managed to get Irfan J down and out, but too low on HP. Heaven finishes him off. 7-2. Dominating victory for Almighty over Blacklist. Is way more aggressive than this. They are leading us on to believe that they are no match for Almighty, just so that we can underestimate them at the playoffs.